close Trump ally comes out and blames Epstein victims for being raped on Epstein's island. Take a look at this picture. Sam, this is frankly one of the most outrageous things that I've seen in a long time, and we see a lot of crazy stuff. This person proudly posted this on their story, and as far as I know, this is still up. Like, she has not taken this down despite all of the people calling her out.
Not only is it still up, but actually on her Instagram page, she has doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on the fact that this is the fault of the Epstein survivors, that they were the ones who put themselves in the position to be taken advantage of. We're going to play a video right now of one of the victims actually saying that she was raped 3 times a day. Take a look at that.
This is what she was referencing.
I have spent the last 17 years in my own prison for what she, Jeffrey, and all the co-conspirators did to me. I was raped repeatedly. I was raped 3 times a day sometimes. And I was not the only girl on that island. There was a constant stream of girls being raped over and over and over again. And yes, Ghislaine must die in prison because I've been in hell and back for the last 17 years.
So as you can see, like, she is one of many victims which came out at this rally last week to report the awful things that she experienced on Epstein's island, and the idea that you could blame her as if this is somehow has anything to do with her own personal agency and choices is just one of the most disgusting things that I can imagine doing.
Yeah, it's so gut-wrenching to see somebody come out and say that one of these survivors would do this for any reason other than just getting accountability of the person who perpetuated this on her, right? It is so disgusting, and it's even made more disgusting by the fact that Trump is one of the most litigious people on earth. He sues people for anything that he wants every single day. The idea that somebody would subject themselves to his wrath just because, that just doesn't happen. It takes years and years and years and decades of strength and building and bravery to come out of the woodwork for this. And like, as a country, we should be celebrating the fact that these women have the bravery to come out and actually say that this happened to them, and we should help them at all costs get accountability and justice for the people that did this to them. And instead, we have top Trump allies, people who have actually met with him in the White House. That is this picture. This is the woman who tweeted this, Jessica Krause, meeting with Trump, J.D. Vance, and RFK Jr. in the Oval Office, right? So the idea that a top Trump ally would be saying that it's their fault, and later on in this tweet, this same woman is saying, free Ghislaine?
Which is something the White House actually has already partially done. If you might remember that the DOJ spent hours with Ghislaine getting her testimony. And of course, Ghislaine, in that point in time, said that Trump had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. He is totally innocent. Now, guys, mind you, Ghislaine Maxwell also says she's innocent. Ghislaine Maxwell says a lot of crazy things, but she was rewarded for this private meeting with the DOJ, which still hasn't been released, by the way. All they told us is that she exonerated Trump. She's been rewarded by being transported to what is really a luxury jail, a low security prison. I believe it's in Florida. That is truly remarkable. So freeing Maxwell is currently in progress. And also what I find so remarkable here, Sam, is that this lady is seen in this picture right here with the Epstein files back whenever the administration was pretending that they wanted to release them. It kind of just shows you how much of a cult MAGA has become. Earlier, they were saying, we're going to release the Epstein files. What happened to those Epstein victims was awful. She was one of the people saying that. Now that Trump is implicated by the files and they've changed their tune, what is she saying? She's saying it's actually the victim's fault. Don't blame the rapists. Blame the underage girls.
So she's in this picture getting the Epstein files, and all of a sudden she has a huge change of heart over, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months, and all of a sudden these files are fake, they don't exist, and actually Ghislaine Maxwell should be released. What? Keep in mind, the person that she is defending is a child rapist, okay? It's not like some culture war thing.
Ghislaine Maxwell is one of the highest profile human traffickers in American history. The sheer number of victims the DOJ under Trump said that there was thousands of people trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, a number higher than we even had before. If you take the Trump administration at their own words, that means Ghislaine Maxwell is directly implicated in thousands of sexual misconduct cases, rapes, sexual assaults, gropings, and so on and so forth. How could you want somebody like that free? And we'll show you one more story post from her right now where she's talking about the birthday letter as if it's something that's normal and acceptable. And it's like, if you saw this from anybody else, you would think that this is just rage bait. This person's just trying to make MAGA look bad by being totally insane. But as we said, this is a real Trump ally. This is a real MAGA journalist. Some of these people genuinely have brainworms. It's sickening to see. And honestly, these people should not have platforms. This should be the end of her political career. No one should ever listen to anything she says again for this reprehensible take. Delisted. And it is, I expect every single MAGA person who opposes pedophilia to speak out against this woman. If she doesn't represent you, make it clear that she does not, because right now it looks like that you're okay with it.
Yeah, it seems insane that we have to come on this podcast and say that this should be a red line. But in case it's not clear enough, pedophilia should be a red line. The fact that Trump is even a little bit implicated in this, the fact that he's even sending Jeffrey Epstein birthday letters, that should be it. Like, in my view, the guy did it, okay? He's telling Jeffrey Epstein, we shared this wonderful little secret together. That makes my fucking stomach churn. And we have MAGA top Trump allies who received the Epstein files that are fake, apparently, that she held in her hand, who met in the Oval Office with Trump. Now she's coming out and saying that they don't exist. So I don't know. It's like with these people, the sky isn't blue, okay? So we cannot trust a single word that they're saying. And honestly, Micah, at this point, if a MAGA influencer is not willing to come out and decry this and say that this is morally reprehensible, maybe they shouldn't have a platform anymore.
Yeah. Don't watch their stuff. I mean, listen, don't watch MAGA influencers. You heard it here first, guys. We don't approve of them. But specifically people that seem to have no principles. If somebody's saying something about the Epstein files a year ago and now they're saying something that's completely incompatible with their previous narrative, maybe you should question whether they're intellectually honest. The truth is, a lot of people in politics fundamentally have a partisan agenda. Of course, we're all polarized. We're all partisan. Me and Sam prefer the Democratic Party. Some people prefer the Republican Party, but there's a difference between having values and preferences and being an actual shill for specific individuals, no matter where they land on an issue, no matter what the facts are, even if it contradicts the values you expressed earlier. I hope that we're never found in a position contradicting ourselves like that. And if we ever are, you have the complete permission to call us out. If you want to keep hearing about the Jeffrey Epstein story and all the terrible developments and new information that we're finding out about it, subscribe to this channel in the Siren Network, Micah Irfan and the Siren. We'll be covering it, me and Sam, for this podcast, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.
Bye.